Okay, guys, so today we're working on factors and multiples. Now, factors are the numbers that you can basically divide a number by. Okay? The numbers you can divide a number by without getting a multiple. Or you can multiply it by another number to get that number. You're like, what does that mean? Okay, let me show you. So let's say I have the number 32. Okay? What two numbers can I multiply to get 32?
8 and 4.
I can 8 and 4, yeah. 8 times 4. What's another one I can multiply by? Two numbers I can multiply to get 32. What do you think?
4 times 8.
4 times, well, they're the same numbers. Okay, yeah. Yes.
32 times 1.
Yeah, 32 and 1. What else? There's another one.
16 times 2.
Yes, 16 times 2. Okay. So, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, and 32. These are all factors of 32. These are numbers that I can multiply by another number and get 32. Or I can take 32 and divide it by any one of these numbers, and guess what I'm not going to get? I'm not going to get a remainder. Okay? I'm not. Now, you can use your multiplication chart to do that. Okay? Your multiplication chart. You can find 32. Anywhere you can find 32, see what numbers you multiply. Or, if it's an even number, which this one is, what's always going to be a factor of an even number? What can you always divide an even number by? No.
An even number.
No. You can always divide an even number by 2. Okay, we've gone over that a bunch. But we can always divide an even number by 2. So if I have an even number, we know for a fact that 2 is going to be a factor. Guess what is always a factor of any number? 1. Yeah. So 1 times that number always going to be factors. Okay? Now, you have a multiplication chart right there in your book. So I'm going to give you another number. And you're going to tell me what the factors are of that number. Okay? So I'm going to give you... I'm going to give you the number... Let's see. 26. What are the factors of 26? I'll give you a hint. There's not very many. Ben?
13.
13 and what?
13 and 2.
13 and 2, because 13 times 2 is 26. Great job. What's another one? 26 and 1. Are there any others?
6 times 4.
6 times 4 is 24. Do you find it anywhere on your chart? So just those, huh? Okay. How about 28? Oh my goodness, people are just like going crazy over that one. Marcus?
7 times 4.
7 and 4. That's right. What are some other ones? Are there any others? Megan?
28 times 1.
28 times 1. Yep. Are there any others? John? No.
14 times 2.
Yes, 14 and 2. Because remember, 28's an even number. And an even number can always be divided by 2. Now, those are factors. Factors are the numbers that when you multiply them by another number, they get this number, okay? And you can also go backwards. They're numbers that you can divide this number by and get an answer that isn't a remainder. Now we're going to look at multiples. Now, the good news is multiples are easier. Multiples are a lot easier. Okay? A multiple is if you multiply that number by something, by another number, what's your answer going to be? So let's say if I had multiples of 2, oops, I just see what numbers I can multiply it by. What's 2 times 1? 2. What's 2 times 2? 4. What's 2 times 3?
6.
2 times 4? Yeah, 2 times 4? 8. 2 times 5?
35.
Nope, 2 times 5.
10.
10. So in your homework, when it says to find the first 5 multiples, you multiply this number by 1, by 2, by 3, by 4, and by 5. Yes?
I know an easy.
You just skip count by that number, yeah. Okay?
No, because you can times 2 times 5, 2 times 5, and it'll get you the last.
Well, yeah, but I wanted to know all of them leading up to it, okay? So if it says, like, what are the first 5 multiples, it's not just the 5th one. It's multiples 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So let's take the number 4. Who can tell me what's the first multiple of 4?
4.
Yes, because 4 times 1 is 4. Okay, what's the second one? 8. What's the third one? 12. What's the fourth one? John? 16. Haley, the fifth one? 20. Okay. So it's asking you for multiples. Like the first 5 multiples, you're just listing it. You're basically skip counting, multiplying that number by 1, by 2, by 3, by 4, and by 5. So those are factors and multiples.